progress.
If we were recording, we are recording.
Okay, hi everyone. So we're gonna start our meeting now. So first, I'm just gonna call the meeting to order. Do I hear a second?
Also good.
Okay, all in favor, say aye. Okay, we're starting the meeting. So I guess we'll start with roll call. Yeah.
Alrighty, you know the drill here. This back a little bit. All right, Audie.
Yeah.
Annie.
Here.
Ashna.
Yeah.
Abika.
Yeah.
Greg told me they were not going to make it today. Corinne.
Here.
Elizabeth.
Here.
Al.
Here.
Emma.
Here.
And I think they're going to make it. Josh. Guy. Here. Lauren.
Here.
Lindsay.
Here.
Lisa. I believe Lisa mentioned they weren't going to make it, but I will double check that my messages here. Olivia said they weren't going to make it. Michael. Here. Neil. Here. Oh. Here. Rachel.
Here.
Samson.
He's coming.
On the way. Okay. Satya.
Here.
Sebastian or Sebi.
Oh, here.
Zachary. Here. And Zoe.
Here.
Excellent. And we have our two staff liaisons and we have our trustee liaison here.
Okay. Okay, so I move to approve the agenda. Do I hear a second?
A second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay, agenda is approved. So now we have public comment. Do you have anything?
I don't believe we have anyone. Just Nancy and us.
Okay, so now we're gonna do team building. So Asha, do you want to? Sure, yeah. So our team building activity, if you're like a returning, if you've been on something in the past, you might be familiar with this. But what it is everyone's gonna write down a fact about themselves, maybe a little known fact, something you don't think your friends would know about you.
Take this.
And then put that in the bucket. Yeah, so we're passing around paper slips, so you can just take one and pass it. And then we're also passing around markers if you have one. But then we'll put them all in the basket and we'll read them out, and together we'll try to guess whose fact is whose. Yeah, we'll give you a few minutes to write it down, and then we'll pass it around to the basket, and you can put your.
Yeah, it's good. It's like by shooting.
Yeah.
I'm sure you do.
Yeah.
The great thing is it's preparation. Alright, who's got theirs done? Let me know. It's fine. We'll be. Give me your contact.
It's not good.
Definitely spend my walk. You gotta get one back. You're possible.
Like.
Fun back. Beans. I think I used I meant to cast the Viking flag here. All right, cool. You're doing one. Yeah, the Viking. Yeah. It was because there was one of those situations where I drank to the bottom of the pen and Vikings, right? And I didn't know. They asked me to go try out, and I'm like, you should do it. And this was at the medical, so the contact was the 4 meeting. And then I go home and I look at people.
I didn't think about it.
All right, close the chapter is done. We're coming back to no rounds. Okay, breathe in. Who else? So we're gonna your top here. All right, well, positive. Coming around, all right. Hopefully the final. You got what? Oh, that's right, you didn't have one. All right, is that all? Anyone else? What? Yeah.
Oh, sure. Okay, thank you guys. We're not gonna go through all of these. I'm sorry, that's a great fact, but we're just gonna do a few of them as time permits us to. Oh, you wanna do all of them? Okay, great. We're gonna do all of them. Okay, and when I read them out, you guys can just shout out who you think it might be. So this is together, we're doing this together. And keep in mind that if you're the person's friend, and if you know this about them, you know it to be true, don't say it because that gives it away. Okay, our first one is, I'm a Depop seller. Michael. I don't know if you should people. Do we have any ideas?
Depop is not Funko Pop, correct?
It's like, yeah, it's like basically, yeah, you can sell your clothes on it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah. It seems like.
I'm getting so excited about this now. Is that right?
Nice work, guys.
Hey, start that entrepreneurial
Yeah.
spirit for like.
If you want to play the Depop. Okay. The next one is, I like history movies. Seems like it's elegant, but it can't be.
Why do I feel like it's soft eye? You like mystery movies, don't you?
No.
No.
Does anyone have ideas? We need you guys to participate.
I think it's awesome.
Mike? Who is it?
Me. That's why it was so funny. Okay, me too. Oh, I like the color blue. Ooh. Well, I feel like this could be a lot of people. Who do we think wrote that as their fact?
It's Zach. You think it's Zach?
You want that? No. Is it you? Is it you?
Who's you?
It was, oh, okay. Oh, like the color blue.
Now is it like, is there a specific shade or just like blue?
Next we have, I broke my arm in fourth grade. Very specific.
Wait, what is it?
Which arm?
I broke my arm in fourth grade.
Okay, that's all I'm gonna answer.
Yeah, that would have been a good one, Jeremy.
Who do you guys think it is?
Zach, is it you?
What were you doing?
I was playing soccer.
And you broke your arm. Okay.
Okay, next one is I did unicycling festivals.
No, that's cool. Okay.
Jeremy, was it you?
No, but not that cool.
Is it you? You don't just unicycle.
Oh my god, I didn't know all that.
I think it's 7. It seems like we started a unicycling festival when I was younger. Yeah, you know, it's so exciting. I competed. It's so good one. Yeah, I used to, but like, I was like. Okay. Next one. So I've never been out of the country.
That was an honest.
We haven't guessed it. Who's never been out of the country? Is it Neil? Is it Elizabeth?
Like Berkeley?
No. You went all emotional, not really. We went to the city.
Michael, for you?
Never done that.
What?
Is it you, Sebby?
Which one?
Have you never been out of the country?
No,
That was.
it's not one.
All right, what was it?
Oh.
Okay, that was.
She went
So close.
That's it.
Oh, this is butter.
You're not gonna say that?
Well, we're gonna go back to it because I can't tell what it's at. Rachel's gonna think of it. Our next one is I run track.
Was it?
I run track.
So, is it you? She was song. Several watch song. It's the same season. Oh, you're right.
It's pretty.
Thank you. I started.
It came out and then checked. It's actually not me.
Billy?
It's a bird.
Is it you? No.
Okay. Use names if you can.
You were track.
Yeah, it's good.
Oh, sorry.
Is it you? Yeah, it's you.
Some audience. What do you run?
I run the 400.
You run like what? The 400? Very nice. It's a hard one.
Okay, our next one, I really hope you don't demonstrate this, but it's, I push my finger back 180 degrees.
Oh, no. Wait, what does that look like?
Like, oh, Jeremy.
Oh, I think
That
that
makes.
Is this what we're doing? We're just gonna out the person might fall once and play our face back?
Yes, not going anywhere.
It's not you. Although you only did one hand, right? What's your other hand? Do your other hand real quick. Other one.
I've never seen it.
Yeah. Is it Annie? Yeah.
Who is it?
Okay.
I can plug it. Like,
Okay, next one is, my favorite ice cream flavor is pistachio.
They have to say.
Stop doing so suspicious. Yes. We got three guesses, and then the first time we say it. So my favorite ice cream flavor is pistachio. Does anyone have a guess? She always gets a guess. Okay, one more guess. Not on cut.
Elizabeth.
Say it louder. Nope, it's not me. No. Not Lindsay. Okay. Who is it? Wow.
You know what?
Yes.
That's right.
Yeah, that's what we got. Yes, sir.
I mean, that's a good one. Pistachio is a great flavor.
I agree.
It is a great flavor.
Next one, we're gonna do three guesses. I've never broken a bone. So anyone? Okay, not Annie. Four guesses.
I've had broken bone, I know, but it's not me. That I know, of. I can pretty sure I broke my fingers.
Broken nose.
Yeah. Kai, is it you?
No, I haven't broken.
Who's?
Yeah, who was there?
Three guesses. Who was it?
Oh, it was me. I didn't have any three guesses. Knock on wood, right?
Okay. Chickens.
Hey, this was usual last year. Oh, who was this?
I guess you.
Okay.
It's not good.
Michael, your guess?
Oh, you're in
Oh my gosh.
No,
I
I'm
mean,
not.
we were here this last year.
Yes. These are- I don't know who it is.
Yeah.
She's always done the things. And they like run away. Yes, I like to snowboard.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get to Annie again. You're scared. You're scared. Wait, Neil.
It's not.
Okay, you used up our three guesses. What is it?
The one.
Yeah, we're not doing well. Wow. Okay, there's some more. There's some more. I think we can pick it up. The pool of people we have to guess from is getting smaller. Yes, of course. Yeah. Okay, this one says I am double jointed.
Oh my.
Neil. Guys, it's Neil.
Oh, yeah.
Is it you?
You know.
It's my finger. Make it bend backwards.
Wait.
What's it? What's it?
Neil, you
That one? No, mine was green.
Did you know I have double jointed? Okay.
Okay, so that was Neil. I guess we'll get to the next one. Yeah, got it right.
The first thing.
Here's our next time double jointed. So who else do you think wrote that other than Neil? No, it's not Annie. You already got her. Wait, Annie. I have another option. Yeah. We have another. It was me. Okay, this one says, my first job was at a movie theater.
Should have been like.
Okay, this one says, I have 2 pet spiders. One is a free range spider. Free range.
I love that. Yeah. I look that far.
Yeah.
So we think about free range spider.
It just lived in my room with like 18.
Wait, how do you know it can like run away? Because it just
I don't know, it just come back and I beat it, so.
wait, how big is it like? Oh, did you buy it? This is like start showing up.
All day today.
Okay, the next one is my cat's name is Boy Kitty. Michael. Michael. I didn't know that. Happened. I like asked.
You're really going to talk so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well.
Is it you?
White cat or people like that.
Yeah, it's not.
That's.
What are you gonna have?
I know. No.
Is it you?
No.
Okay, the next one says, I've been to 3 continents.
Is it?
Michael.
Is that no? Real guy. Oh my gosh.
But wait. Oh, maybe 5 pounds. So which ones are you still? I am.
It's 4. I forgot that. South American, North American.
Alright. Which one's been your favorite so far?
Sorry?
Which one's been your favorite so far?
Europe.
Europe? What part of Europe did you go to?
England and Germany and Italy.
Sick. Very nice.
That's insane.
Okay, the next one says, okay, the next one says, I got my throat lasered and carved out. Yeah.
I think the next one is gonna be Michael.
Michael?
Michael, you can.
It's almost like I thought it was like on my throat, and they just like carved it out.
Oh, wow.
How old were you? I think all those things 7, 8.
Next one is, I am allergic to penicillin. Okay, that's our first guess. It's not any. Second guess.
Wait, what is it?
I'm allergic to penicillin. Oh,
It's me.
wow, we got it. Okay.
All that's.
Yeah.
Okay. And be thinking about who's haven't heard yet, because those are the only ones. This one is, I'm and the blowfish in my hotel. I'm gonna say Jern.
No, I want to though.
Is it? It's good with me.
Yeah.
Alright, we're on the phone.
So you should watch this. So it's, you know, it's match Lauren. So it's
I'm from circus acts.
It's in England.
I'm gonna say Jern.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do aerial trapeze, I do ropes, I do fire spinning. Pretty good. Which one? Oh, yeah, I'm a twin as well.
You guys know Jeremy was a twin? He's a
Yeah,
twin
I'm
brother.
a twin brother.
Wow.
Also Jerry. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, you don't know who right here. No. His name is Travis, and we don't look anything like. No.
Our final match, I like tomatoes, but not ketchup.
Is it anything with?
That's, it's Annie England.
Yeah. I got sites. The other.
You guys learned something new about each other, and now we're going to move on to our activities. Okay, so now we're gonna move on, to talk a little bit about Parents Night Out, specifically the staff's gonna talk a little bit about it, and then we'll continue. So yeah, Parents Night Out.
Awesome. So, Parents Night Out, our last Parents Night Out, there were a couple of issues associated with it. That we feel need to be addressed here with, committee. So I want to preface this with, I am not, I'll get my parent pants on here, I guess. I'm not upset, or I'm not angry, rather. But I am disappointed. Yeah, real parent pants going on here. Yeah, so kind of give you context here. This committee is an official government committee. We, not only us, you all represent an official government body when you're out hosting these events for your committee. With that comes with a sense of professionalism and representation. You are representing the town of Superior. What we experienced in last Parents Night Out was not professional. I know there is a senior assassination going on with the class, but we've had someone essentially break in while we were, watching over other people's kids to perform, to get someone else with their water gun, right? We also had a situation where we had a kid try to leave as well, because we were also distracted and the door was open. Additionally, we had people kind of just stalking outside the school, which caused distractions, and speaking from a parent's perspective, not a good look. When we do these events, especially when we're watching over other people's children, safety is the top priority here. These parents are trusting us with the lives of their kids, which is no light matter to be taken in. So when we as a committee fail to uphold that safety standard, and not only does it fail, or the trust fail for parents, not only does it diminish the trust that parents have in us as a committee to be able to host these kind of things, it also harms not only your reputation, it harms the reputation of the town as well. Is there anything you want to add? I've been going at it for a minute here.
No, but it's, in a smaller town, so to say, also like if a parent sees what happens, or they just then take it to the next level, or they talk to like other of their friends, that's what's going to cause the bad reputation for us. So we need to, eliminate those. And I know this situation was really hard to control. But like we were saying earlier, if you knew this was coming, just let us know so we have a heads up about like, hey, we're here, we're supposed to be like, in this game. I don't think anybody's gonna come, but it could happen. Just so we are both aware of what's going on, so we can maybe put more staff at the doors, the exit doors. Okay, so nobody can get in or out of the doors. Just keeping it really safe. It really, like me as a parent of 3 kids, I wouldn't want that to be happening if my kids were doing like a night out or whatever. But yeah.
Kind of stressing on that point, having that communication with us allows us to be able to support, right? When I tried asking the group what was happening, no one told me anything. So like, we didn't, as a town, didn't know what was going on. And from a town's perspective, we have people running around the building, trying to get in while we're all watching kids, or while we're watching the safety of kids. I am not trying to dismiss shenanigans. I was a senior as well. I was pretty shenanical back in my day. But when we are in an official capacity here, representing the town, representing your committee, and you all have been chosen to be a part of it, we need to know those boundaries between professionalism and shenanigalism in a way. We need to have those good boundaries of you are in an official capacity, you're in a professional state, having those hard boundaries. And respect them, whether it needs to be talking to the people that you are participating in said event with, or talking to town staff and letting us know how we can best support you and how we can best give you the opportunity to not get into these kind of events, right?
It was definitely a learning experience,
Yeah.
right? Like, so any more of the games or whatever, just let us know so we can be prepared and, make ourselves look, as amazing as possible, which we all are. So, yeah, just moving forward from this.
Is there anything you can push to add?
Yeah, I guess just kind of adding on to what Jeremy and Katie were saying, you get to be on this. It's not, you have to, like, we all chose to be here. And I think like showing that through what we do is really, really important, and like upholding that professionalism for future times. This is a big leadership position, and we're kind of like the youth of Superior and the voice of that. So we want to show that. We don't want to have that reputation of, not aligning with that, I guess I would say. And just in addition to that, like, there are other settings that you'll be in the future where you have to be professional. And I guess like we always want to, show that, I guess, and, future jobs, other leadership positions and whatnot. If you act like this, it may not be tolerated. Jeremy and Katie are being really, really kind and open towards this. So I think that that's like really respectable, but just in the future, definitely communicate with them on what's happening, I guess. So.
Yeah, and I think I wasn't at Parents' Night Out, so I cannot accurately speak to that. But the thing to remember is that this is representative of us as a council. And if parents are coming to these events or they're hearing about these things happening at our events, they will want to come, and that will get out, and we will not give ourselves a good reputation and have a good look, which is unfortunate because we have great events that we want the people of Superior to want to come to. And yeah, we don't want this to reflect badly on us. And we have been, as chairs, like Rachel and Josh and Brett and I, we really want to have fun with you guys. And that's why we do these team building activities, and we do a senior send off where we go to the arcade and play games. But we also need to realize that we can do those fun things, but we also still have to act in a professional capacity. And there has to be a barrier between those two things. Not everything we do is going to be fun playing games with your friends, because you are here because you signed up to do the work. And I think that you just need to remember that. And just to reiterate, no one is getting kicked off of SYLC. There's no, we're not mad at you. We just want you guys to be cognizant of this going forward.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Well, we wanted to address, I appreciate it.
Okay, so moving on, we have a couple things to discuss. So first we have some upcoming events. So there's Semathon, which is coming up really soon. It's March 8th. Yeah, it's this weekend, Saturday, I think, from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. We have a list of people who signed up. So I guess we can just say that again, and then
Yeah, just.
anybody else, yeah, so we'll confirm the list. Okay, thanks.
So we have the list of volunteers for the event, and that is Emma, El, Sebi, Avika, Breck, Asha, or I guess next one. So Emma, El, Sebi, Avika, Asha, Annie, Corinne, Rachel, Lisa, and S. Are any of you not going to be able to make it? Okay, I'm track meetings. Okay.
Yeah. And same thing with you, Abigail? Well, maybe not.
And then just to remember, that's this Saturday at the community center, 1 to 3, and we'd like the volunteers to start showing up around noon, because that's when we're gonna start our setup, and then you should be able to leave around 3:30. But in addition, is there anyone else here who would be interested or willing to come and help volunteer? So you can add into that group.
Does it seem like a great chunk of, clubs coming to this?
Yeah, so we have 5 clubs, I believe, and then, the Modern Science Honor Society is gonna do 2 activities.
Okay.
And then we're also planning to do like a silk craft table, which is like coloring sheets and stuff, so I think we should be set.
Okay. I've already informed front desk to be ready for y'all as well. And we got your supply list, so we'll go on purchase supplies.
I will,
And extras, right?
I'll probably go Friday, like, looking at my day. I would probably go shopping Friday, so if there's anything that you need to add, let me know ASAP. I might get a little extra supplies of things. I know one group blew through, was it milk or something? I don't know, but I might pick a little bit of extra. Jeremy and I are not gonna be able to make it. We both have unfortunately different obligations, but
I got my tickets.
yeah, you will have the support of the GSAs that will be here to help direct, set up tables. There's also going to be other programs happening during the STEMathon. One of the programs I'm working with is Creatory. So they're going to be, if you're like, what is this? They're trying to get their name out there. They do arts and crafts for kids. It's a great company. They're going to be kind of out in the stadium area, like open area. So when you see that, that's who they are. They're trying to get their name out there to start their programs. So just a heads up on that. But yeah, and I will, if there's an emergency or whatnot, call me because I'll be around. Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds good. And then also one thing, we did do a work group meeting over the weekend. One thing we're a little unclear on is how many kids we should be preparing for.
Yeah, I set up a sign-in sheet for
So I know that would also accept that.
yeah, like usually like the people who register will get the guaranteed access then.
And the GSAs will help you with that too. If you feel like you need crowd control or it's getting too overwhelming, just go talk to one of them. Yeah.
All right, so. Don't have too many at the moment. We have 18 out of 40. But we'll have a couple events and marketing's gonna do one last push. We'll probably send something out on Friday. But I don't know, usually this is also about the mass. If not from the registration, definitely from the walk-ins, for sure.
And siblings.
And siblings, yes. So I would here for about 40 people, if not more. Probably closer to like 60 if this list gets filled up.
Yeah, that sounds good. And then I guess since we only have 18 now, if any of you guys have like younger siblings or like family friends or anything who you think might be interested, make sure to tell them that this is happening. Because yeah, it's a super exciting event. And what else? Oh, for volunteer roles, I think we have Emma, Elle, and Sabine running the checking table, and then the other volunteers will just kind of be like general event volunteers. The clubs, a lot of times it just depends on what the clubs need, and we can't really anticipate that in advance. So you'll just kind of be helping out with that. But yeah, do we have any questions?
We'll leave your supplies in my office. I'll have it all labeled out for you all.
If there's anything that needs to be refrigerated, it'll just be in that refrigerator too, like in the office area.
Well,
Okay, and then we also have the 4th of July kickball tournament coming up. It's June 28th currently. But I think right now we just need to figure out would like team sign up.
We need to get team registration out, we need to get marketing out. Basically, the sooner the better, so we have time, our teams have, people have more time to sign up for this kind of stuff.
Okay, I guess we'll drop soccer.
Do you all want to create a member group to get on top of it?
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Yeah.
Got the, we did get a work group set up in February, right? I think we were.
Yes.
But, so we will just like create that with the people who have already signed up and we can see if anyone wants.
Okay. Oh no, Josh did. How many things are gonna make? Yeah, the term. Just gonna give you an idea, what do those volunteer roles look like when it comes to our kickball tournament?
Yeah, so we've done in the past, I believe we have a couple people on the scoreboard. So probably like 3 people for that. There are people who are like facilitating which teams are playing, I believe. So that would definitely need some people. And then you just have like common volunteers as well, just to like trying to keep the event under control. But it's kind of like a parents' night out thing. People move back and forth because it's kind of hectic and a lot is going on. But I think we also had a clipboard person, so I think there was one person who was just like seeing what teams were going at once. But I can't remember exactly because we did last year.
No, it has been a minute.
But I think that maybe assigning roles right now.
Yeah, maybe not the goals just yet, but get the work going and get that. Yeah, so you all want to run it?
Yeah, that's what we have
Yeah.
on our notes from last year. The volunteers, we have Lisa, Emma, Elle, Avika, Sabi, Corinne, Greg, S, Rachel, and Ashna. And then the people who indicated they'd be interested in being on a SYLC team, if we want to do that, that means you'd be participating in the kickball tournament. Were Michael, Sabi, Corinne, Greg, Zoe, Samson, and Lauren. Does that still stand? And is there anyone else who might be interested?
You can also invite your friends to team.
I think it's volunteer.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Okay, yeah, and then lastly, so we have another parents' night out coming up. So right now the date is like reserved for April 19th. However, that's that's the like, I believe it's the weekend, it's the Saturday after SAT testing. So if we want to change that to May, I know a lot of people might be out of town during that week, or, seniors. Austin was saying earlier that like, you don't have to take the SAT, so there are people who will leave. But I think, is there anyone who thinks, like, feels very strongly, should we keep it April 19th as the current date, or do you guys want to change it to some kind of May? What May would we do?
Okay, what are finals?
Yeah. I don't know, really part of me.
Yeah, senior finals is like,
Ours is the second week, yeah.
Okay.
Greg on 16.
Right, I'm saying, okay.
It's a week before that, and then everyone else is fine after the week after that. And then the first week of May, AP testing. Yeah, May's kind of busy.
Yeah, maybe,
May's pretty busy.
yeah, it might be pretty tough.
I did.
And then everybody will disperse for the summer.
Did we do it at people or is all?
Unfortunately,
Yes, considering finals week, all of our finals weeks differ, so that's hard. And then I know a lot of people like AP testing is huge, so I don't know, it's really like May's a really stressful time. So, and the year's just coming over at that time. So I think we should maybe keep it in April if everyone's fine with that. I know that it's the weekend after SAT prep or SAT testing, which is hard, but I don't know. Does anyone know that they're like, I don't know, like feel strongly about maybe not doing it after SAT testing?
we won't need as many people for this one too. We could probably get like with maybe 10 people.
It's a lot, so
Yeah. Well, we have the like days up to leading up to that off because that Monday before we have school and then Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday are testing.
Oh.
And then Friday, I don't think anyone has school. And then that following Monday, I don't think we have school either. So it's kind of a weird time.
I would, can I put out a suggestion? You guys don't have to do this and I don't think it'll work for this year. But just as a parent, maybe for next year, a day during spring break, just to help parents out that have to work, could also be a choice. You could always, do these during the day as well. But again, I don't think it's gonna work for this year. Suggestion.
I think if people are get volunteers during that, but that is a good idea. So something we can look at in the future.
All right, so thoughts on April 19th, please share them.
That's your best thought.
Okay, who can make that one? Okay. Just give you an idea, this is a much smaller parents night out kind of situation. It's here in the community center. So pretty quiet for the most part. We get maybe about 35 kids for it. So it's typically not as chaotic. Yeah, we do have the entire building as well. The same time frame, 6:30 to 9. Last year, you all did it on April 20th, same time frame, same day. So it was a Saturday as well, and it worked out quite well. Yeah. It'd probably be a good idea.
Okay, so raise your hand if you like currently most likely can volunteer for that parent side out April 19th.
Bring Billy's hands nice and high.
Is that all we have to talk about the parents and
No, I'm maybe getting some marketing on for it.
Yeah, we can get some marketing. I think we did Friday folders last time, so we can do that again.
Yeah.
And, so. What time is it? March 7?
So parents night out is 6:30 to 9. Yeah. I know 6:30 to 9.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so we'll move on from parents side out.
Yeah, don't need to do Monster Mash. That was the typo on my side of things. We've already done work group creating Monster Mash. Be a nice reminder to get after theater departments. You want to finish on mansion.
Yeah, so with Monster Mash, this year, if you guys remember, we wanted to do a haunted house and we did not have the capacity to do that. Because it was too last minute and we needed to like contact theater departments and stuff. But we talked about this last meeting as something that we might be interested in for next year. But what that means is that we want to start talking to the theater departments now and seeing if they're interested. Last time for Monster Mash, we had Rachel who said that she'd connect with Monarch, but is anyone else willing to connect with the departments at any other schools? Me would not go to Monarch.
I mean, there's just like the bullet haunted house happening, so I don't think it would work. Okay. That's good.
Very popular.
Yeah. I can call it shop. Okay, yeah, so I guess we'll just like, let us know as soon as possible if anyone's reaching out. And if anyone else just wants to reach out to the theater departments, it would be October 25th. Okay, and then lastly, we have the pausing clause content.
Yeah, just give you a small update on that. There was a fellow person, rather, named Joel McGates coming, wanted to reach out to y'all about, opportunity to work alongside the pausing clause. Based on it, it seems like it's an organization talking, for pet fostering and whatnot. They wanted to see if you all wanted to help out with that. I contacted them back. I haven't heard anything back, so I'll provide more of an update next meeting. Was hoping they would get back to me for this meeting. So I'll give you more of an update next meeting about that. Just keep that in short and simple for right now.
Okay, yeah, so now we have some staff updates.
Yeah. All right. So staff updates. Do you all remember when you all helped our planning and building department with, dangerous intersections and roads that you all pointed out on maps? They absolutely loved it. They want to come back again for our April meeting to discuss a couple of additional things with you all. Given the email with Alex here, they are getting set up with, to meet up with committees again. They want to talk about specifically what you think are personal and community values that you see here within the town, and and get your opinion on said values. And I'm sure there's going to be more to come with that too. So I just wanted you all to get an update. The next meeting, expect our building and planning department to be back here. They loved your opinions. Don't be afraid to give it more or get more of your opinions. Additionally, next meeting is a little bit different in the sense of we will have town council dinner here. For those who haven't been to a town council dinner with the committee before, essentially town council here, so Mike and others, are going to come before our meeting, have dinner with you all to talk about a variety of things. Whether how the group is doing, but more importantly, it's what you can all ask our town council. It's a dialogue between you, town council, and yourselves, and you can ask them pretty much anything. Hey, what can we do to improve? What do you think about our shirts? Here's this new logo. What do you thought? What do you think about the budget and how we're spending it? Stuff like that. I just want to get this on your plates to come thinking of questions. And if you send me those questions ahead of time, so if you give me the town council ahead of time, they are better prepared to be able to help you out. They are professionals. They have been elected in this position for a reason. They're a valuable resource, so don't be afraid to ask them questions. Anything else you want to add on top of that?
No, it really is it's a conversation. So ask questions, be curious. We don't bite. We want to hear from all the committees and especially SYLC on what's important to you and what you'd like to see in the town and the direction you'd like to head. So you're all part of our community, and so you have an important voice in that conversation. So don't be afraid to speak up.
Awesome. So I'm just highlighting a couple things here. Okay. Couple things. One, we have a couple of volunteer opportunities for y'all if you're looking for extra volunteer opportunities. National Trails Days is coming up. That is ran with our Open Space Ranger. There was a couple of y'all that was there last year, and you all thought there was like a turtle, I think, at one point. It was one of the creatures, wasn't it?
Yeah, they had a bald eagle.
They had snakes.
Bald eagle snakes.
They had us like carry the turtle guy was there with all his animals, and he had us like transport them.
Mhm.
So yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Yep. So we're doing that again this year and expecting more to be there. I know our Open Space Ranger would love your support, would love you to have a booth there, as well as volunteer opportunities to come help out with that event, whether it be transporting animals or helping with leading the carriage down the trail that we had there. Yeah, I will send out a reminder to everyone here through email about National Trails. And if you are interested, let me know, or I can get you set up. That is our Open Space Ranger.
I have one. It's not until September, so it's a I always do dog days, and that's where families can bring their dog to South Pool. The pool's already closed for the season, but I could use some additional hands for that event. And it's really easy because it's, really just families bringing their dogs, but more like crowd control a little bit. So we can talk about that one as time goes on.
You need help with the cardboard regatta as well?
Oh, yeah. I'm also doing a cardboard regatta, which is going to happen the first Sunday in August. And that's where you build a cardboard boat. And it's for 1 or 2 people to get in and to race across the pool, North Pool, without it sinking or whatnot. Once our summer programs go out, there'll be a lot more information on it. But that's another event if you guys ever want to help out. And then we are doing, as you guys know, the bond measure passed for a North Pool facelift. Just so you guys know, we are gonna hopefully start construction early August. So with that being said, there is going to be a public engagement, and I know you may not have too much interest in the pools, but it's a chance to say kind of what you're looking for in a pool. So in the community. All right.
One last thing to add to volunteer opportunities. I know there's a lot out there. We could just we'll bundle it in an email, send it so y'all can have it on your downloads. As you may know, the Civic Space in downtown Superior is going to be opening up here soon. I think the slated opening is May. Yeah, end of April, early May. With that said, Michaela reached out, asked if you all can help with generating ideas about what you all can do for basic craft activities in our crafting space in the Civic Space. She wanted to know specifically if you all be willing to help out running basic craft stuff there. So whether that be paper origami classes or I don't know if there's pottery that's going to be happening there. I have to double check with JG on that one. If you'd be willing to help out, generate those ideas, or maybe even participate and oversee said activities. I'll send you a reminder. I'll send you an email about this as well. But
There's a lot happening.
there's a lot happening in this year for the staff. So I know it's a little overwhelming. That's kind of it for our staff update at the moment.
Yeah. Okay, and now we have just board updates.
I was just kind of echo what Katie talked about with the pool, where the council's going to be considering the design consultant at next Monday, and then the plan is to host some community meetings probably in May when anybody's finals.
Yeah. Maybe April.
Late
During
April, early.
or- yeah. Okay.
There's going to be a couple of opportunities for the community to weigh in on what amenity, what things you'd like to see in the pool or not. We know that we need to do a lot of safety improvements and repair pools and things like that. So if you have ideas, please come to those meetings or share those with us so we can make sure that the design consultants know what you're looking for.
But who here has been to our pools and used them?
Oh,
It's a good chunk of y'all.
that's great.
I'm sure you all have opinions about the pools.
Furniture, who keeps bringing that one up?
Those co-chairs that you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Number one.
Okay, cool. So yeah, just start thinking about that stuff.
And I was gonna just, as a precursor to the dinner, I was gonna ask, what are you looking for, like support wise from the town council? Like what do you feel like you need that you don't have? And if you want to think about that and come to the council dinner with thoughts on that, that's great. But, we're here to support you, and we have ideas on things that you need. Let us know so we can try to do our best to get those for you.
I will put that in the email center too. So what do you think you need from council?
Yeah. It could be more money for the committee. It could be, hey, we want this new thing in town. I don't know what that thing could be, but Brain Trust in here probably has ideas. I'd love to hear those.
Yeah, so I guess we can just start brainstorming for that, meeting Jordan said about the email, that's definitely a super important question. I always really like those, to there, so they're really helpful for us.
Oh.
Yes.
And on top of that, I think our council dinner was scheduled, I think we start at 5.
It's 30th, yes.
I will send I'll put it in the email, but
It's a little bit early.
yeah, the council dinners start a bit early, so try to be here about 5:30 for that.
It's catered, isn't it?
It is catered, yeah, we wanted to order for that one.
Okay, yeah, so I think that about sums up what we are. Does anybody have any questions about any volunteer opportunities, any new things that SYLC's doing, like the STEMathon or Monster Mash or anything? Okay, cool. Okay, so then I will just motion to adjourn. Do I hear a second?
I'll second.
All in favor, say aye. Meeting is adjourned.
You all.